Miles leaves the Bay, I think, as a result of coming to a place where he just thinks, I need to have a better go at life. He began his journey at Summer Bay down and out, looking through garbage bins, and I think that it's book-ended in a way where he just goes, you know what, I need to get back out into the world and see how that treats me. The Leah baby storyline, I think, was a catalyst, and I think he was quite happy for just the relationship to be the thing that drives happiness for him in Summer Bay. But then when that all went to disarray, I think he just went, okay, that's it, I'm gone. So he gets his backpack, which curiously enough is the backpack that he came into Home and Away with, which I went up to Cameron and I said, wouldn't it be cool if he just left with very few items, personal belongings, and one of those things was his backpack, which he came in with, which I thought was kind of cool.
I'll give our love to Sally and little Pepper. It's such a comfort knowing you'll be together again.
Thank you for everything, Colleen.
Miles is going to Thailand, and he is taking up a teaching position which Sally organised for him at the orphanage that she's working with. So brother and sister, twins, get back together again. I think fans might forget that we were actually twins because we're so alike. Rabbit was probably my favourite storyline. I think basically anything that had a kind of comedic element to it with Alf, Raymar and Emily Simons, they were always fun scenes to do. I think the light elements of the show were my favourite parts, and I think Miles entered into those scenes with great gusto. So yeah, I enjoy the fun light stuff. The heavy stuff just wears you down.
You think antidepressants just cut off my emotion? It doesn't make grief any easier for me, Leah. I've been going through this just as much as you have.
I know you have. Well, my head knows that.
I'm constantly supporting you. Constantly. Every single time. And whenever I do, you constantly push me away.
All right. Okay. You're right. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. I was scared. I was scared that if I opened up a little bit, it'll finish me off.
Oh, Mom!
My mum. Sorry. Hi, Mum.
So it's always nice. Miles needs a bit of laughter and happiness, and those scenes provide it for him. I love working with the young actors. Ollie, Rabbit, who Mitzi Ruhlman was the actress playing Rabbit. They've remained really great friends, their families. Mitzi I see regularly. She did a stint in LA, and I went and stayed with her family in Los Angeles, and I met up with them in Venice. Felix, who? Hilarious. We've had massive conversations on films alone. Always very high quality films. Not. But he's just a really great dude, and I'm going to really miss Felix. We do a lot of scenes, we do quite a few scenes together, and he's going to be really sorely missed as far as my everyday existence, but we'll see each other.
Colleen, that looks amazing. I'm going to have one of those.
Do you really think you should?
Yeah, why not?
Well, women aren't the only ones who need to watch their waistlines.
Carol is the Home and Away chef. Some people call her a cook, but I don't concur with that description of Carol. She is a chef because the food that she makes is unbelievable, and I think it's absolutely disgraceful that any of it goes to waste. So I've incorporated it into my character that Miles eats everything. She makes a little distraction plate for me on set, or off set, so that I don't munch on the food that's actually there as part of the art department's beautiful work. So they've all gone to great lengths to keep me eating, but just not ruin the scene.
I'll be outside.
One of my favourite scenes that was filmed at 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was filled with jellyfish, but the water was the most beautiful temperature in the world. But that was probably one of the most outrageously fun filming nights ever. I love the late night shoots because it just has an excitement that it's all very kind of filmy, you know, like you're on a real film set. It's always weird when you leave a show because there is that element of coming down. If it's a character that you really enjoy, I come down pretty heavily for a couple of days afterwards, which is very peculiar, but I think you just kind of, you miss playing that character. You've done it over and over and over again. And so I was always concerned with Home and Away because I was doing it for almost 4 years. And I think if I'm coming down after 4 weeks of performing a play, I don't know what is in store for me after finishing Home and Away. And the cast and crew were just so beautiful, and the producer did a really lovely speech, and, you know, a cake with fire engines on it. Well, I let a fire extinguisher off. I thought it was an intimate little joke between a few friends, and then the fire alarms went off at the Channel 7 building, and I think over 1,000 people were evacuated, and fire engines rocked up, and probably this shouldn't go there, but we'll say it anyway. I see here, there's one there in the background. They're after me. Look at that. It's always very sad to leave a happy working environment, so that's what's so special about Home and Away, and everyone comes out from working on Home and Away just going, what a great vibe and what great people, and it's true, and that's why it's always very hard for people to leave a gig like this, because it's a happy existence. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'm hoping you loved Miles Copeland as much as I did. Happy days.
Yahoo!